Okay, so we are back once again in Legacy Clickers, and this update is massive. So this is officially update 1. The update with the fall egg was update 0.5. So this is officially update 1, and it has brought so many new features to the game. So let's just go straight for the obvious one. As you can see right above my head, we have titles. So how do you get to these titles? You come into the rebirth options here and just click into titles at the bottom, and as you can see we have all these different titles. I am going for the newbie rebirth right now because why not, but we have the rebirth titles that go from 250 times rebirths all the way up to 100,000 times rebirths, and we also have the egg hatcher ones, which we have 250 eggs all the way up to 1 million, which I don't think anybody has right now. So yeah, first one to get that will definitely be getting some kind of credit, but yeah, that's very cool. The next thing we have is a luck boost is finally back again. So as you can see here, times 2 luck. I have some luck boost going on right now, and if you redeemed the codes before when luck boost wasn't here, you still have that luck, so don't worry about it. You should have maybe around 20 or 30 hours of luck if you've redeemed all the codes, so very cool. And speaking of codes, we do have some new ones, which I will have to re-find again, so I'll probably put the codes in the comments below once I've found them. So if you want the codes, just go down to the comments, it'll be in my pinned comment. But let's get into the really tasty stuff. So as you can see over there, the map has changed and the portal areas has moved, but we will check that out in a little bit. But let's get ahead and go into the shop. So the upgrade shop has added 2 massive new parts to the game. We have a fast hatch here, which I believe is around 750 million, I can't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure it's around 750 million crystals. And then we have the big part for even all the free to play players can get this too. It is a +1 egg hatch. This costs 2 billion crystals, so it's not too much. Obviously for some people it will be quite a lot, but this is very overpowered, and it also grants everyone who is free to play, who can't spend Robux on the game, they now have 2 egg hatch. So it's a very cool part of the game indeed, and we'll show that off in a little bit. But let's go ahead and go down this new path. So the portals were here, usually with the candy one here, the hell underworld was here, and obviously the ocean kingdom was over here. But instead we now have a new portal area with the Candyland here, the Oceanic Kingdom, and the Underworld, and we have a brand new world called the Mushroom Forest. So if we go into here, as you can see, very cool looking world, extremely colourful. I love it a lot. And we also have 3 new eggs. So the update was released with different egg prices, but now these egg prices are a little bit less, so it makes it a lot easier to grind and stuff. But let's get straight into it. So we have the mushroom egg, which is now 300 mushrooms. We have the moonshroom egg, which is 1,500 mushrooms. And we have the spore egg, which is at 4,000 mushrooms. You might be thinking, what are mushrooms? Well, it's the new currency. Oops, let me close my chat. It's the new currency that comes with the world. So each world obviously has its own currency, and the mushroom one has come with its own currency. And as of right now, just to kind of not give people a massive advantage, things with the multi-world currency, as you can see here, these don't work in here just yet, but they will do in the next update or the update after. But it's basically to kind of keep the world kind of grindable and give everyone the same advantage and same fairness when it comes to getting this world. So as you can see, well, hold on, if I actually just unequip all of these and equip just the Domini Insectum, you won't be able to see too much, but that will only be going up by 1 instead of 245, just because it kind of gives everyone the same advantage. So let me go ahead and equip back all of these. So as you can see, equipping the mushrooms doesn't equip the starlights and the legendaries from the other fall egg, just because obviously they don't work. And it is intentional, so don't go ahead and think it's a bug. It is intentional just to give everyone the same fairness. But let's go through each egg. So we have the mushroom egg here, which was 300 mushrooms, and this is the easiest one to get. So as you can see, it's gotten 3 legendaries, 2 rares, 1 epic, and 3 commons. So it's very cool, and getting one of these makes it very, very easy to get this egg once again. But let's go ahead and show off this +1 hatch. So the +1 hatch does overwrite just the normal 1 hatch. So when you press E, it does hatch 2. So just remember that when you go up to this egg, it's not going to cost 300 mushrooms, it's going to cost 600 mushrooms, because you are hatching the egg 2 times instead of just the 1 time now. So just remember that. And it is also the same for triple hatch. That is now been replaced with quadruple hatch, which does mean that it costs, if my maths is correct, 1.2 thousand. So very, very cool indeed, and I love the look of this pet, all the mushrooms and stuff. I can't quite remember what the names are, but I know there is a propeller mushroom in here, and I think that's that one there. And I think it's 1 in 1,000, 1 in 2.5 thousand, and 1 in 5,000. So very difficult compared to what we used to have, but I think it's going in the right direction, just to keep everything a bit more difficult, a bit more grindy, and obviously a lot more rewarding when you finally get it. Moving on to the Moonshroom egg. Here, as you can see, this has 2 commons, 2 rares, 1 epic, 1 legendary, and this has 1 new starlight, which I have gotten, which I will be showing off in the next video. So make sure you keep your eyes out for that one. But this is a very, very cool egg indeed. This legendary here looks amazing, and I will be showing it off in a minute as well, once I actually can when I show off the pets and stuff. But all these pets are very, very cool. Let's go ahead and just hatch some, just so you can see what some are like. Imagine I just get a starlight now, that'd be amazing. But as you can see, yeah, very, very cool looking pets indeed. I love the colours and stuff, I love the design, very cool, and they are very overpowered as well. And I will also get into some stats later. But the last egg here, which is the most expensive one, is the Spore egg. And as you can see as well, in this one I have completed it all the way up to the legendary. No starlight in this one yet, but this one does have 3 new starlights. I'm not too sure what the names are completely, but I know the easiest one is the Spore Diablo, and the hardest one is the Spore God. So there is one in between that hasn't been hatched as of this recording. So yeah, hopefully maybe we can even get that. But let's go ahead again and show off some of these pets by hatching them. Again, very cool, got in the green effect. The Spore Star there, which is the epic, is really cool, and even the common there, the Fiend, is very, very cool looking. I probably would have made that a legendary if I was making this game, but obviously, as you can see, they just kind of blow expectations out of the water with everything else. So again, a very, very cool looking egg. Whoa, pardon my voice and pardon me burping and me whatever. But yeah, very, very cool looking egg. So whilst I am in my pet inventory, I am going to have to actually hide it, just whilst I actually show off the pets. So all you'll be able to see is this sidebar, like on the side that shows the stats, because I am hiding my inventory for the next video. But let's go ahead and just kind of show off some stats. So I have here the shiny Spore Star, which you can see on the side here now. And this is very overpowered, as you can see, 90 clicks, which is very good for those who are just started out and stuff. 86 crystals, which again is very good, and although you can barely read it because of the yellow text, and I believe they will be changing that, this one here is 170 mushrooms, which is very overpowered. It's very good. As soon as you get it, you are basically going to be AFK hatching all the eggs, easy peasy. And obviously, as you can see, I've got a full team here. Well, as you can't see, but I do have a full team, more or less. So very cool. Then we can move on to the Knocked Dream Catcher, which is the legendary out of the Moonshroom egg, so the middle egg. As you can see, a very, very cool looking pet indeed. I'm actually going to go ahead and equip all of these as well, just whilst we are going through them. But this is the legendary out of the Moonshroom egg. As you can see, 210 clicks for the shiny version, which I believe makes it 105 for the normal version, 100 or 200 for the shiny version, crystals, and 180 mushrooms, or just 90 for the normal. So very cool and very overpowered, especially as a legendary and a shiny version as well. And then we have the sport legendary, as you can see here. So 125 clicks is the shiny version. It is 250, which is actually beating out this Nox Dreamcatcher by 40, which is very good. 115 crystals or 230 crystals for the shiny one, and 100 mushrooms or 200 for the shiny one. So very good. So let's just go ahead and show off some of these pets. Unfortunately, I do only have these 3, mainly because I have auto-deleted the others. But yeah, here we go. So this is the Spore Star, the shiny version. Very cool. I love the blue and I love the way it looks. It's not your traditional looking star, and I think it looks a lot better this way. Very cool looking pet indeed. This is the Spore Witch Doctor, which is obviously out of this spore egg here. Again, a very cool, very different kind of design. Not something that I've actually seen before in a Roblox game. So I like the direction they're going, being a very unique indeed. Kind of looks like a tiki mask sort of, and he's even gotten hair and things. So again, extremely detailed pets. And then we have the Nox Dreamcatcher, which is just insane. I love this pet. It looks very cool indeed. The shiny version with the red and the pink, and obviously the blue and the green as well in it. Even just the tiniest details of these little things dangling off, and all the little stars in between with the moons. Very cool. Looks exactly like a Dreamcatcher should. But yeah, very cool update indeed. And let me just quickly check that I've not missed anything off, because it is a massive update. So let me just quickly go through. I'm actually going to have to go ahead and go onto the game page just to look at all the update log. So yeah, we've gone through the new permanent world, which we are in now, which is the Mushroom Forest. 3 new eggs with 4 new starlights, 1 in the Moonshroom egg and 3 in the Spore egg. The 2 new upgrades of +1 egg hatch and faster hatch. New titles that you can access in the Rebirth UI. Multi-currency pets don't support the new world yet. Obviously they will do once everyone has kind of gotten through the mushroom world kind of. Luck boosts are back. Oh, as well, and you can also hatch shinies now. So shiny hatching is possible. So for that person who's really trying to go for a shiny starlight, it is now possible to hatch. And yeah, just a lot of different things. Leaderboards, I believe, have been somewhat fixed. But if we do quickly go over to leaderboards, I'll just kind of show off what the problem is. So as you can see, not entirely fixed, as you can see, and you will always appear. Well, whoever is first in the server will always appear on top of on top here, as you can see. So if I am first in the server, I will appear on the top. So hopefully this will get fixed at some point, and I know they are definitely working very hard to fix this. But overall, an insane update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.